Damn.
9 o'clock.
Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're now tuned in live to Seriously Not Another Podcast. We are on episode 18.
Yes, sir.
Episode 18. We getting bigger and better.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest tonight.
Yes, indeed.
We'll get to that nigga in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Stretch.
Watch out.
I am joined tonight by my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful co-host, AC.
What's happening? Are you fucking kidding me?
And of course, we got Demis in the building.
Yo, what up, what up?
Demis been going hard. I seen that nigga, promoting the show and shit. Oh, goddamn time.
Trying, man, I'm trying.
And special guest in the building. We got Rahim Malik of the To Be Completely Honest podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My nigga.
What
Yes,
up?
sir. Yes, sir.
Speak a
Are
little.
you fucking kidding me?
We in for a good one tonight, Jack. Ooh, I hope y'all ready. Hope y'all ready. It's gonna be kind of controversial tonight, but you know what?
It's lit.
It's all true and all facts. Hell, dog, what up? Look like you falling asleep. Yeah, we talking shit about you live,
Hell yeah.
live and high.
Right.
She over there like,
About to doze off.
Lord.
It's a celebration. You better turn up.
Yeah, it's a celebration.
Turn up.
It's most definitely a celebration, man. Most definitely. Ah, man. Boy. Well, I guess I'll start off tonight with some good news.
Yeah.
Some great news again.
Yes, sir.
Give us the testimony, brother Ben Ready.
Seriously Not Another Podcast has officially made it to Spotify. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
sir.
I don't know. It don't say it. We officially made it to Spotify.
Next level.
Next level shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Last year, or probably a year and some change ago, I came up with a plan. You know what I'm saying? And it's been manifesting ever since then. Like I said back then, I said, yo, when I drop this shit gonna be on iHeart. Shit is gonna be on Spotify. Shit gonna be on Apple. Shit gonna be on Google. This shit gonna be everywhere.
Everywhere.
Across the board.
Hell yeah.
Boy, ain't we everywhere?
Everywhere.
Yes,
Comfortably.
sir.
What do you mean?
Too official, man.
Yeah, man, we all the way official, man, and
All that promoting. Hell yeah.
it pays off, man. We've been getting plays too, man. I got the email today about somebody wanting me to be an ambassador of their brand because of the podcast. They must be seeing that shit popping up, all them damn names. Like, oh, these niggas are everywhere right here. These niggas must be okay. We got the show live and direct. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we live while we live. Shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Live on.
But yeah, they sent the email to me, want to be a brand ambassador, which was funny. You know what I'm saying? I got to think about it because that brand is nuts. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, don't fuck the bag up. We at a point right now.
Hey, it was happy vibes though.
Hey, we at a point right now to where like I'm gonna be myself, but certain shit about certain things can't say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, again, man. Excuse me. I appreciate you two for being here, and y'all a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all came in at Demis, you been here since the beginning?
Yeah.
You got to ask though?
No, because you wasn't on the first few episodes.
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
Right.
hold on. But hold on, man. Demis been in the bag.
Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Exactly.
Been here for a minute.
No, but at first you wasn't supposed to, but
Right.
Tell him to put some respect on your name.
nah, he most definitely respected.
He humble.
our old the old co-host of the show. It was her idea to put Demis on the show. You know
Oh,
what I'm
was?
saying? Yeah. So it was.
Oh, what? For real? Thank you.
Damn, you don't remember that night?
Nah, I don't.
Okay, so I invited Demis to come sit in, and he was just supposed to be here. He was supposed to sit over there. He was sitting over there, and she was like, "Yo, like, come over here and get on the show." I said, "Okay, well, we'll see what's gonna happen." And he reacted well. You know what I'm saying? And look at him now.
Check baby out.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga everywhere. This nigga
Ah,
universal
what do you mean?
with
Day
no
one.
Yes, sir.
with no commercial.
I appreciate that shit, though, nigga. Give me the opportunity to do this shit.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Whew. Okay.
Well,
So I guess I'm still trying to figure it since I'm about to be in my feelings. Should I let you go? Should I let you go first, or should I just get my rant out the way?
oh, you live for a good little rant.
Oh, hold on! Before we go there, let's take this shot
Yeah,
for
man,
being
I'm
on
like-
Spotify.
Yes, where-
y'all
Boyfriend,
slipping.
Boyfriend, come on, it's your moment.
Yeah.
It's a celebration.
Cheers, y'all.
Nigga, we made it.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Shit, nigga. I ain't had no alcohol in a minute.
Man.
It's been too hot for me to drink alcohol. But
Oh my God.
yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start my first topic. Kylie Jenner, age 20. She lands the cover of the Forbes list as she's valued at $900 million.
By doing what?
She's set to beat Mark Zuckerberg to become the world's youngest ever self-made billionaire.
Question mark.
Question mark. Now, okay, hold on. Demis signal the horns. I'm gonna have to get Demis a button over there so he can hit the buttons himself. So on Wednesday, she was on the cover, man, and now that's dope. I'm not being a hater. You know, being a billionaire, you know, it's dope, right?
Of
Yeah,
course.
Yeah.
Who's disputing that shit?
Nobody.
I'll wait.
The part I had a problem with was the self-made.
Yeah,
That part.
that's what I was like, what?
Now,
Mhm.
now is she really self-made?
No.
I think we got to bring out definitions, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we most definitely. You want to look that up, Demon?
Yeah, I
See
got it.
self-made because we got to get technical tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to
Open the
B Hop. What up, man? You up in this joint?
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on.
What up, B-Hop?
B Hop birthday was the other day, man.
Happy birthday, man.
Birthday, bro.
Happy birthday.
So yeah, she self-made. Now what I remember is it's been a long time to build up to this point of family with money, right? So first of all, her dad is Bruce Jenner.
You mean
Hoop,
Caitlyn?
hoop.
Now Caitlyn Jenner
Mm-hmm.
of the all right, I heard that. and her sisters. Well, her main important sister.
Wow, how you gonna say important, sister?
I mean that if it wasn't for her, they wouldn't be as big as they was.
Some of
most
that
known
Kim
name.
Kardashian, you know, infamous for her
Sex tape?
sex tape with
Ray J.
Ray J.
Mhm.
That blew her. She went from being what's old girl name?
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton sidekick or
yeah.
personal assistant and it catapulted her to the top. You know
That
what I'm
nigga
saying?
hit it first.
That
ladies
top
and gentlemen.
catapulted her to the top. You know what I'm saying? Now
Hey,
on top
somebody's gotta do it.
on top of that, no pun intended. They had
Ha!
hold on, let me.
On top of that,
They had numerous TV shows up to this point. Her dad was a gold medalist track runner. Her sister was known for the sex tapes, which she spun into numerous athletes she married or dated, and you know she
Yeah, kept it going.
yeah, she kept it going. Then it spun into their own family TV show, and she ended up getting. Fast forward, she now has her makeup line, Now, the makeup line in 2015 sold out like
She really sell that much makeup, nigga?
Nigga, it sold out in seconds, not minutes.
Man.
Seconds.
Them lip kits.
Oh, okay.
Cause she got bitches thinking that them lips is from them kits.
It started with the liquid matte lipstick trend,
Mm-hmm.
and then she expanded the line into a whole range of makeup products, including concealers and highlighters and eyeshadow and blah blah blah.
And they all shades of brown. Just FYI.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I'm glad you.
Just
I'm glad you brought
just
that
noted.
up. Yo, what up, Anthony? Anthony said, "Ask AC, did she think Kim K? Do she think Kim K is a soul snatcher?" Most definitely.
I wouldn't say a soul snatcher, but she's a soul ruiner.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a difference.
so much for that bag. Like, we ain't getting that Kardashian bag. Nah, but now the thing that's all fine and dandy. You know, I don't think she's self-made, because the self-made is a motherfucker that started from the ground up, right? That's kind of like
Jay-Z is self-made.
Self-made.
Yeah.
That's like Trump saying he was self-made when he got that $1 million loan from his pops.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He
just don't get that kind of loan.
Yeah, he
bro.
said,
Right.
all I got was $1 million. Motherfucker, niggas don't even touch $1 million. You know what I'm saying? At one
Put
time.
it like this: if motherfuckers know your daddy's name, you not self-made.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
If you know your daddy's name, you not self-made.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
that was funny. I see we come with the jokes tonight, huh?
Shit.
So along with that, you know, it's a bunch of activists saying that she's saying it was an activist saying that she built her brand off of black culture.
Of course. The lips are emulating black women's lips. Okay. The lipstick shades are shades that black women typically wear, and now it's a trend like white girls are wearing. They're all like nudes.
Right.
It's like literally like 5 shades of lipstick, like brown, dark brown, light brown, light pink. Like it's like basically like 5 different variations of the same shade.
Did you buy some?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
I'll stick to MAC.
So the activist said, she said, step 1, born multi-millionaire. She said, it's amazing. I really like her, but she was born rich and makeup apart. She made money doing nothing but a reality show. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she got bread off the reality show.
I'm not gonna discredit her on
too,
her makeup line.
No, that's the other one that model.
Okay.
She did her shit on her makeup line. I'm not gonna discredit her on that. Yeah. We're just saying she's not self-made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
we're not gonna take away her success.
Now this is my thing. Since she piggybacked off of black people, and most definitely I seen black people run into the internet to get her cosmetics stuff, the lip
black
kits.
People?
Yeah, most definitely.
Black girls were like the main ones supporting that.
Twitter
shit.
was going crazy.
I thought it'd be more white people, right?
Yeah,
they're trying to get the
like
people.
the ones that want to look like them.
Well, you got to think, if you see her face before she had the lip surgery, the ass surgery, like her lips was like paper thin, like it damn near looked like she just had a hole in
right,
her.
Hella Caucasian.
I would think that white girls would be more buying her shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like it was, little white girl.
I mean, white girls were buying it too, but honestly, it was mostly like.
But she was targeting black girls.
Well, I wouldn't say she was targeting black girls. I would almost say she was targeting a certain age group, like probably like the 18 to 25-year-olds. You don't
think it'd be more like the high school kids though, like the high school girls, because they just starting to get into the makeup and.
Well, high school kids don't really have money like that. So I would say she was probably targeting like 18 to 25-year-olds because they have the funds to buy the product.
Right.
And that's not to say high school kids weren't buying it, but like, I would think that was probably her market.
Facts.
Anthony gonna ask me why I didn't support Rihanna's makeup line. Honestly, I just haven't been wearing makeup like that lately. I know people fuck with Fenty, but I haven't been wearing makeup that heavy. But I heard that Rihanna's makeup line go. Like, I heard that shit's fire.
Yeah, a lot of people went out for that too.
Shout out to Fenty.
I would like to know if she's close to those sales. Like
Rihanna shit is booming.
I mean,
her shit sold out hella fast.
900 million booming.
I don't know if it's 900 million booming at this time. We could look that up. What Fenty Beauty sales are doing at the moment. But I know Fenty Beauty is booming, and I know that she has shades like across the spectrum for all different nationalities. And I think Rihanna is self-made. I would say Rihanna is self-made.
She most definitely came from the gutter.
You know, but neither here nor there.
Hey, yo, shout out to my boy Joe Beast. He up in the message board, man. Let me get a Joe Beast.
Is that
man.
Joseph Easton?
Yeah, man. Joe Beast up in his joint, man.
He said everybody want to be a nigga, but don't want to be a nigga.
Big facts until it's time to be one.
Man.
So along with, her piggybacking off of, our culture, they started up a GoFundMe or whatever.
Who?
I'm about to get
there. Here we go.
The public people went. Hold on, look. Wait, let me finish. Let me get to it. This is why I didn't want to tell. This is the exact reaction I wanted. Look.
What?
So they started a GoFundMe account to help her become the youngest woman billionaire.
Wow.
Crazy.
So they're trying to raise $9.9 million for her to be or to be the youngest billionaire.
Whose idea was that?
That shit is.
How about somebody fucking raise like 3 racks to help me with a deposit for a fucking apartment? Like, let's start with some shit like that.
Well,
fuck that shit.
Now,
what the fuck?
How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about the poor?
That's dumb.
The poor helping the rich get richer.
I think it's backwards. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't got no money to begin with, what is it gonna benefit you putting more money in her pocket? Like, is she gonna turn right around and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna give money to these people in these areas who did this for me? No, she just gonna keep it moving with her new status. You know what I'm saying? And you just gonna have your bragging rights?
Right.
I contributed $20 to.
You're right.
20. Hot dub.
Yeah, they gonna be like, bitch, I made you.
No, for real. And niggas gonna say that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, as soon as she turned, and I'm pretty sure it's not just black people. I'm pretty sure it's probably other people doing it. But
my thing is, who started the shit? Because motherfuckers start GoFundMes, and you can't even be confident that they gonna really do with the money that they say they doing.
That's true too.
That is true.
Like,
it's been up for 2 days, and they only got $2,000.
Exactly. That shit's bogus.
It's just the fact of the idea of going to do that.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you say it's for that cause on there, I'm pretty sure it's something she can go through to sue you
and
for.
Whoever started, that's 2 more racks now that they didn't have 2 fucking days ago.
Right. So now,
I don't know why she need help though. Like,
she don't.
She's already got to this
and she didn't
point,
even ask for the shit.
Yeah.
If she's sitting on 900 mil now, she will be there next. She will be a billionaire next year.
She
don't close. That's why they put her on the cover
in the next couple of years. Now, it said I read one thing that she paid her mom $17 million last year.
Well, Chris gonna get her 10% off top.
Yeah.
No fucks given.
Yeah, she like the what's the mafia chick or the drug cartel chick?
Oh, Griselda Blanco.
Yeah, she the Griselda of She the Griselda. She wasn't till she got rolled up on, but
she like the Iceberg Slim nigga of the fucking Kardashian family.
Right.
She's like, bitch, you gonna go to that photo shoot, bitch, and you gonna look good, bitch.
Right.
I don't care if it's hot, bitch.
You gonna bring that money back.
You better look pretty, bitch.
So
are you fucking
do what I told you to do, bitch.
Yep.
So this is what I wanted to tie into the Kylie thing. And about this is where the rant starts.
Tell them why you mad, son.
We got
your shit.
Now you got strangers out here that's starting to GoFundMe for another stranger,
a rich bitch,
to become a billionaire.
Right, it's already rich.
Right.
And
crazy.
seriously, not another podcast can't even get motherfuckers to share, our podcast links on a timeline or pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Are you fucking kidding me?
So my thing is like, what's the deal? And honestly, if y'all listening rather live, or you listening after, on all the streaming sites that we're on, if you don't share our shit, you can stop listening to us. That's honestly how I feel.
Don't say that though.
No. I agree with that shit.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, I agree with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, AC didn't say that. I still love y'all.
Nah.
We want you to
Share that
listen.
shit.
Nah, this how I feel. This is how I feel.
But this is the thing, though.
But that's only to the people that we know. Now, if you're listening,
I know
you don't
people
know
who
us,
listen to us every week who don't share the shit, and I still appreciate them listening. That's still support.
That's cool. So
Yeah.
look, AC people
Niggas
that's
gonna
listening,
support in the ways that they feel comfortable supporting.
and that's fine and dandy. But I'm saying the people. Look, this is Ben Ready talking. Byron Hobson the second. Let's not get it confused.
Not
I'm
the
throwing the
first.
government out
The
there.
government.
Not the first.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So
Are you
the
fucking
second.
The
kidding me?
second.
Now, if you know me as a friend, family member, co-worker, blah, 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 blah. If you know me and haven't supported the podcast, unfriend me, unfollow, I'm cool on you.
Okay.
And it's for the simple fact, like, shit like this is why people can't move forward. Like, you'll go help out a strange millionaire motherfucker, but won't help out your brethren.
But I'm gonna tell you something. The people you talking about are not doing the shit that these stupid motherfuckers are doing for Kylie Jenner.
And this
The
is
people you talking about don't help any fucking body.
and
They
this
can't even
is
help
why I
theyself,
feel this is why
Thank
I feel
you.
hold on
They-
nigga, but all they have to do is hit a button and share.
that's too much.
No, it's not.
It's
Nah,
too much
That's
for
fucked
them.
Nah, fuck
That's
that.
fucked- that's
and that's
fucked up,
exactly why I feel
They can't even clock
if
in on
you
time
know
at work.
being
nigga.
ready, if you know
That's too
being
much.
ready, if you know being ready, this is me personally talking to you. Unfollow, don't listen. You ain't even got to talk to me because I know the type of person I am. If somebody be like, yo, I got this, that, I'm going to share it. That's the type of person I am because I'm
Just
about
lost
that.
About 20 followers.
I'm about that.
Well, I still want my friends and compadres to still follow us. I would appreciate it if y'all would share, follow. However, I feel where
Wait,
my
hold on. First of all, hold on.
my
Are you
squadron
fucking
is coming.
You're not
from.
about to stop my rant
No,
with
I'm
that
gonna
with that
counter
fun
you.
cool shit. Fuck that shit.
No,
Look, we
I
out of
have
that. We
to.
out of that. Let me
I
finish
have
my
to.
rant.
Okay, all
Let me
right.
finish my rant. Then
Do
you can
your
come.
shit.
You can come do the. You can clear it up. Me, I'm not talking for Demis. I'm not talking for AC. I'm talking for me. If you know me, and you haven't shared this podcast link ever, and I'll talk to you on the daily, dismiss yourself. You can keep it pushing.
So you said that about 4 times now.
I'm trying to get I need
He
them,
mad.
I need them to hear that because
That nigga mad
I
as
gotta
fuck.
let it be known because she
Right.
tried to block it with the friendly shit.
Right.
Now the people with
because
you,
we go still need people to support
I don't
us.
need to no. Now I'm talking about the people that we know. Now the people
I
that's
get
listening,
that.
the people that's listening, that you don't know me on the daily, just know me from the show. I appreciate everything
I don't
because
expect everybody I know to share our shit.
well, I do.
I don't.
because it
Why
depends.
is that?
It depends on the type of relationship
Why
you
don't
hold
I
with these
expect
people.
them to share it? Because some people don't feel comfortable sharing certain shit on their page.
I mean, is that
I
Our shit ain't that
appreciate
bad.
the fact that they still support our shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, AC,
So I'm
AC,
not
once
gonna-
you continue, if you know her and you don't share our shit, she's cool with you.
Because they
with
may
that.
tell somebody word of mouth and you don't even know that. You understand what I'm saying? You can't go off of what people post on fucking Facebook. This is, you're buying into the bullshit if you think that everything is based on shit that people post on their page.
Okay, now
You know what I'm saying?
where are we promoting our podcast at? Where it's online, right?
Right.
Okay,
But
so
it's also word of mouth
that's
as
our
well.
that's our main support. I don't know. People know about this shit because of the promotion online that we send in online. The times we share it online, they know it from online. IG, Facebook, Twitter, Tag, YouTube, Tumblr, all of this shit is where they know us from. That's the people that's listening. Now the people that's friends of ours are friends of me.
right.
Now listen, everybody. I'm not saying AC. I'm not saying Demis. I'm not saying Rahim. I'm saying friends of Byron Hobson the second, aka Being Ready. unfollow, don't listen no more if you can't share it. Because I'm the type of nigga that I would do it for y'all. Period. Right. And to the ones that know me that share it and listen on the daily, I most definitely appreciate you. But if you know me and you not sharing and getting it word of mouth, fuck off, nigga.
All the man was wanted to share.
Look, and on top, and while I'm ready,
share the shit, nigga. You know
listen, Byron, I'm gonna just say this, and I'm not gonna carry it on. I know for a fact that I have people who have told people verbally.
Your people
about our shit. They did not have to post that shit on their fucking page.
This is why this is my rent. You're not renting about the shit. This is why this is my rent. So let me finish my rent.
Hey, my nigga is real serious right now. So
when my rent is over, you can do the friendly shit when my rent is over. You can do the friendly shit when my rent is over. So now, on top of that,
I'm going to the ice cream.
Fuck that ice cream, man.
Oh my God, you go to ice cream, man.
That nigga said nobody get a pass.
If you got a double code, I'm on it.
Let me get a UFO, nigga.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He said nobody get a pass.
Look,
let me get a UFO.
And while I'm ranting, all you motherfuckers that made, all you black folks,
pass the hookah while you
all you black folks that made, all you black folks that made Kylie this 900 million from this makeup shit. Did y'all go get KR Cosmetics? Did y'all go get Black Opal Beauty? Did y'all go get Fashion Fair? Did y'all go get Black Up Cosmetics? Did y'all go get Black Radiance Beauty? Did y'all go get Iman Cosmetics? Did y'all go get Magnolia Makeup? Did y'all get Laws of Nature Cosmetics? The Lip Bar, Vault, Beauty Bakery, Vera Moore Cosmetics, Gold Label Cosmetics, Plain Jane Beauty, Polish Her Pretty. Did y'all go do any of those?
I'm sure that somebody did. All them shit.
Which of those is all the top selling black cosmetic companies? Yeah, I did my homework, motherfucker. I don't wear that shit, but I did my homework because I know you motherfuckers didn't go support that shit and y'all run out and go get the other shit.
Trust me, if they didn't, they grandmama supporting Fashion Fair, nigga. That was like the line that had the only shade of like chocolate back in the day. That shit got hella coin. Don't worry.
So as I come to the end of my rant, man, look, and I'm gonna let AC go ahead and get her friendly shit on to her followers. Look,
oh, Lord.
Look, and this is Ben Ready talking to you guys. If you know me, if you work with me, if you if I talk to you on the daily on the phone, if we done sent text message to each other and he ha shit and all that shit, man, if you ain't supporting this shit and sharing that shit, get the fuck up out of here, man.
Well,
this is for y'all.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, Jack and Daniel, we need a sponsor because your shots have clearly lit the show.
Nah, I had one shot. I ain't nowhere near. I had this
shit
shit planned
matter. Every time you say you had one shot, didn't be the most lit shows, nigga. The ones where you be like, I had one shot.
I ain't feeling nothing because I done sweated that shit
out.
If I ever did.
You in your feelings, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. So, and this is what I'm saying. If a motherfucker go make this person this much money, and I can't even get a share. Come on, bro. This is the reason why black people ain't even when I'm promoting. Oh boy, I got stories from Tag this week. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a motherfucker, 18-year-old. I sent the link to. This motherfucker said, "Oh, if it ain't about money, don't inbox me." Now what I do in Tag, I inbox them the link. Hey, this being ready. Like I said before, this being ready. This is this and that. And what the fuck is an 18-year-old doing talking about if it ain't about money? Are you prostituting that early?
Damn.
Are you escorting that early at 18?
These bitches about their coin. Hey, but question, where are you promoting though?
I'm promoting everywhere. Everywhere. Because that ain't just Facebook. I'm everywhere.
I'm just saying, like, knowing your audience is critical too.
Well, like I said,
everybody not ready for this realness.
We don't know our audience because at this time we only have on here. We have more view and listen. We have more listens on here than we have followers. So that means people, they either too lazy to go make the account to follow us, or they just don't know how. So we don't know who it is because we can't see them on here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't know who our what's the proper word for it?
Demographic.
Our demographic. We don't know who's who. We just know who we have here. But I know the people that I send it to. I send it to male and females from the age of 18 to 45. Period. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of that, man, I'm done with my rant.
Well,
I'll let AC come sprinkle the fairy dust on my rant.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Go ahead and talk to your crew. Man.
I have nothing to say. Anthony said, AC, my nigga trying to get his followers up, let him live. I'm letting him live. At the end of the day, I'm going to support this nigga no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm also going to appreciate the people who support us in any way, even if it's just a listen. So that's all I'm saying. People support us in the way that they feel comfortable doing that. I don't feel like they have to do what we want them to do. That's my standpoint.
That's your standpoint.
And I understand his standpoint.
We
don't have to agree on that, but I support his movement. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's all our movement. And
I'm just saying, if you call somebody your friend and you sharing these bullshit ass in my feeling challenges and you sharing these fight videos, you sharing these.
My friends don't share shit like that.
Well, they sharing somebody video. They
my
not just making posts.
Share videos.
So if you go down your list right now, ain't nobody sharing no video.
I'm telling you, my friends don't share videos.
No video at all.
My friends got motherfucking careers. They don't share fucking videos on their pages and
so
shit.
So what they
like
got
that.
on? What are your career friends doing on their page? Are they promoting their careers? What
They'll
they doing?
post a picture of themselves on a vacation or some shit.
And that's it. So this Instagram
or they family outing or some shit.
Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, they're not sharing bullshit like that on their fucking pages and shit. So that's what I'm saying. I don't.
So you mean to tell me you don't see no videos on your timeline?
None.
That's
when
tough.
I see videos on my timeline, these are not people who are my fucking friends. They're people who are my friends on Facebook, but they're not my friends.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're part of your following. If they're your friends on Facebook, I mean, I don't add strangers on Facebook. So this is what I'm saying. So
I hear you. I guess I just don't consider everybody that's my friend on Facebook as my friend, if y'all feel me.
Yeah.
But neither here nor there. While we on the topic of in our feelings, what's up with these in our feeling challenges?
Hold on. Terrell Cheatham said support is support, but I feel share my shit. Everyone sharing someone else's video. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Terrell.
no, I feel you, Terrell.
Shout out to Terrell, man. He up in his joint.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Well, do you have anything else that you want to say?
I am officially checking out of my feelings. And at the end of the day, like I said, being ready said, if you my friend on social media, you don't share my shit, fuck the fuck off, fucker.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, that's real though. I mean, that's some valid points. Cause
did everybody in this room share his shit?
I definitely did.
She didn't share his shit.
She not on. I don't follow her on no social media.
Plug her in so she can share his shit. Because otherwise she gonna get X'd out. He said it.
Yeah.
He calling out names. Anybody can get it.
And to anybody think it's a joke, hit my line because I'm not fucking playing.
Look,
you got my number.
He ready to fight. Pull up, nigga.
Give the number to the spot, nigga.
Sound effect right
hey,
now.
his pull up game is
give him
strong,
the number to call
nigga.
in too, nigga.
And we
That nigga said, "Come to death row."
Yeah. To anybody think this shit is a game, because look, I take this shit way serious than any other motherfucker ever. So this is what I do. So if you niggas think it's a joke, unfriend me. Send me.
Anthony gonna say AC don't share, so y'all got a box. Actually, Anthony, I do share.
She do share. She
I
just
do
shared.
share,
She just shared. Told people we was going live, man.
I share Anthony. However, you know, it's not. I mean, whatever. Neither here nor
Wait,
there.
hold on. What you mean it's not whatever? What you trying to say?
No, I'm just not about to like keep ranting about this because we don't have that much time and it's already 9:30. So, topics.
Go ahead. What you got?
The in my feelings shit, right?
Yes. What the fuck is up with this? Are we tired of Kiki or what?
I think he need to give dude a check. The nigga who started the challenge, he definitely deserves a check because he definitely made this a single for Drake. You know what I mean?
I remember you asked me about that song last week and I hadn't even heard it at that point, and I'm already fucking tired of it. It's only been a week.
The only reason people were playing it is because of that video, I feel like. Because when the album came out, nobody was really talking about that song.
Not
but
at all.
As soon as that video came out, it was everybody's favorite song.
Yep.
This shit is annoying. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, it's find a new challenge.
My favorite though was that little midget. She had the juice and the sauce.
I didn't see that.
Hey.
Oh, you sick of it when you dancing to it. So what is it? You like the song or what?
I like the song, but the challenges get on my nerves.
Just so people know, I was talking about the shit before it was a challenge. Oh, and to add to that, people found out who Kiki was, and they've been in her inbox crazy.
Yeah, she was cute.
I mean, I ain't never seen.
He
that.
should have got her pregnant.
I never seen nobody. I never seen that nigga with
That
nobody.
should have
ugly.
been the baby mama.
It
What do you
work.
mean?
It didn't work. Cause then, well, either way, they would have been single parent, co-parenting. So
Well, he's
Man.
co-parenting
that's
anyway.
why I said either way it went, there would have been some co-parenting going on.
Well,
Cause that, I mean, he was with her a long time ago.
Drake is just a co-parenting nigga. I mean, I don't foresee him being like a family man.
He's
So-
too much of a pop star. He got.
Nah, that can't be a reason why. Wait, hold on. We ain't gonna get on that nigga Drake. We talking about the gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with that OVO bag. Look, that's what I'm saying. Look,
Watch out, they.
I'm saying, look,
No, it's a cult.
I manifested that too. What you see it manifest. Look, so
She talking
the challenge. I mean,
Yes, there she go.
the challenge is done. Like
She did her shit.
Will Smith killed the challenge.
I don't know.
Ah, he did one too.
Will Smith did
That
one.
midget had
He was
the juice
overseas
and the
on this
sauce.
big ass bridge somewhere. I think it was in the UK, and he got on top of the bridge and did that shit on top of this high ass bridge. It was over after that.
Tell me she wasn't fucking it up.
Hell yeah. Seen that shit?
Yeah, I seen that shit.
First time I'm seeing this.
Nigga, she get it in though, nigga.
She did her shit.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like every other challenge, it get blown out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope. I mean, it's helping Drake out. You know,
Niggas hop on bandwagons, man.
it's adding to that nigga streams and sales. So, and most definitely, if he doing it, or he is doing the video to it, he should most definitely should have that nigga Shiggy in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely
Pay that man.
pay that man.
But while we on challenges though, I don't want to veer off too much. But somebody recently told me about a blue whale challenge. I don't know if y'all heard of that or familiar with that.
What is that?
Okay, so it's like a series of things you have to do in this challenge, right? I don't know all the details because somebody told me, but it ends off with the person committing suicide.
Oh no!
And it's kids out here actually doing this shit. And I'm
So they're
just like,
killing themselves?
yeah, that's like the final thing you got to do for this challenge. And you own, I guess they found kids with, ropes around their neck
What the
while
fuck?
the phone's still recording them and all kind of shit.
Wow.
And I mean, this ain't the first time. I think this is like the worst one we've seen, but we've seen challenges where people setting themselves on fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, at what point do you say this is some bullshit? Like,
Well, we in a time now where everybody want to be famous. I think people is more in this time. People more want to be more famous than actually have money.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they'll go do that shit just so they can go viral, cross their fingers.
Did you see that damn video where that lady let her child suck on a goddamn was it a dog? Suck on a dog's goddamn nipple or some shit like that?
That's crazy.
Suck on a dog's nipple and drink the milk and shit.
Are you fucking kidding
I mean,
me?
people will let any fuck, and then it's like you were the one who tagged us in that shit where people was letting their kids get yoinked the fuck up, like snatched the fuck up.
Hey, that shit had me tripping. I'm like, nigga, this
I'm
is
like,
child
these
abuse,
kids got
man.
whiplash and shit.
Yeah, niggas' necks
Y'all
gonna
niggas
be
is
broke for
wildin'.
sure.
Y'all niggas is wildin'. Leave them little kids alone, man.
I mean, I don't know if you want to keep going to the deep dive of the challenge and the challenges.
I mean, that's pretty much it. It's just,
it's
It's-
not over.
I just wanted to bring that shit up because I was like, damn, that's crazy.
It's not over, but it should be over. But like I said, Will Smith killed it.
the
and
midget.
It
He
should be
killed
done.
it or it was whack. Like, he...
Nah, I mean just what he went through to do it. Like everybody else did the regular shit. Like he went above and beyond. Like he went Will Smith style and did it.
Okay.
He went $20 million film and did it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So You know, he put some thought into
But
it and
see,
where he was at.
that's kind of ridiculous too, though.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Did you just say he spent $20 million to do this shit? What did you
No,
just
no,
say?
I said he did his style of a $20 million film movie nigga would do. He was overseas in the UK, and whatever that they big bridge over there is called, he was on top of that bridge and did that shit up there. He had what's them planes that video record you? Drones.
Drone.
He had drones up there filming him and shit. It was crazy.
But he spent a coin, clearly.
No, he didn't spend no money doing it. No money.
All right. Hey, I fuck with Will Smith.
Unless he paid the people to fly the drones, but I'm pretty sure they probably on the payroll.
He had a dope rap radar.
Anthony said he was in Budapest. He did it in Budapest.
Nigga said, "Where is Budapest?"
Well, so you want me to get into one of my topics, or you want to get into one of your topics?
Damn. Since we on ignorant shit, are you going into some ignorant shit right now? Excuse me, I got some ignorant ass topic to bring up.
Go ahead.
All right, so Bompton native, YG.
Huh?
Yeah, he got arrested.
For doing what?
He played a role in the assault in Vegas at the Cosmopolitan Hotel and Casino. He was charged with felony robbery for yanking somebody's chains off.
Nigga,
Huh? So
wait, he did or his people did?
I mean, it said
YG yanked the chain.
It said,
you know they always blame it on the rapper.
Yeah, I mean he had a role.
Nigga still yanking chains.
He had a role in it. I mean,
he thirsty.
And
wow.
And I tie that into when you got money and you take your life. Once you get money, you on a different level in life.
But do he got money though?
YG is fine. He has some #1 hits. He's fine. He most definitely fine.
Yeah. He got consistent hits.
So my thing is, when you have bread, and he for sure got millions. If RJ got millions, YG got millions for sure.
If who got millions?
RJ.
RJ?
Yeah.
Who's RJ?
RJ, he grew up in the neighborhood I grew up in. He signed to DJ Mustard, 10 Summer shit. I'm pretty sure you heard some of his songs.
You got that one song, I'm gonna get rich.
I'm gonna get rich on you. Yeah. That was one of his biggest songs. You know, when you make it to a certain level in life, why do you still like backslide and do ignorant shit?
Because niggas is niggas.
And when will that ever stop?
Nope.
I feel like it too. It's your surroundings too, because you could be trying to push forward, but if everybody around you is still on the same shit,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Like
you gotta.
If he still ain't separated himself from them niggas that's still on that type of shit, because I don't think anybody making that much money would have any reason to snatch somebody's chain.
But do we know why he snatched the chain?
I mean, it don't.
Did he snatch it? Like, did they get into an argument like, nigga, fuck you, nigga, and like snatch the nigga chain? Or was it like, was he trying to rob the nigga? I mean, it's a difference.
That's different. Yeah.
It is a difference.
Because if a nigga disrespected me and I just want to show the nigga he a bitch and I snatch his chain, regardless how much coin I got, like, nigga, fuck your chain. Like,
and this is just me on my mentality at this point. Now, I know how hard I grew up.
Okay, look, this is what happened.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. What you got?
I guess the dude that got his chain snatched told him that he wasn't a real celebrity. And YG got mad and fucking told his crew to get him. And they end up and they get snatched his chain off his neck.
Okay. Okay, now so this is what I'm saying.
Now it makes more sense.
Now either he was drunk or that made sense and it cut deep and hurt it. You know what I'm saying? It hurt. So this is my thing and my mental of how I move through life. I know where I came from as far as like how I grew up poverty wise. And now when you making the most money you ever made in your life, like you step away from a lot of shit. You change your surroundings to people and you don't hang out in a lot of places where you would usually hang at because you got too much on the line.
Right.
Now, if somebody disrespected me and said, "Oh, nigga, you a fake ass podcast motherfucker." Okay. That's cool. You acknowledge me as me doing podcasts. I'm not gonna be in the uproar. I done had people that I'm cool with send subliminal shots at me and talk shit. And
but you was just in the uproar about people not sharing your shit, nigga.
Yeah, you're
not gonna be in the uproar about somebody saying some shit like
let's
that.
get it right. That's friends and associates that I deal with on a daily basis not sharing my shit. Not just some random motherfucker out there in the streets. This is friends and associates. If you follow me on anything, you're interested in what's going on with me or whatever I'm doing, period. So to the 1,000, 1,500 people I got on Instagram, I think that's how many I got. If they follow me, they're interested in what's going on and what I'm doing and sharing. And to the people that that's following me on Twitter, and to the people on Facebook. So this is my thing. I done had friends or people that was associates sit and send me shots on Facebook, and I didn't react to it. Why would I react to it? You know, it's like stepping down to somebody else's arena. Like, you know, if a motherfucker, right. You know,
I think it depends on what day of the week you catch a nigga on. I ain't even gonna lie.
Well, maybe for a female, not me.
Not
though.
really. Even niggas, like, it depends on what day, what mood. Like, if a nigga didn't had a drink or two, if a nigga somebody else already pissed a nigga off earlier that day. Like, yeah. I think anybody is susceptible of being caught on a fucked up day.
It depends.
You just can't walk up to a person and just say whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Nigga, like, look, do you understand if I'm rich? Now, I'm not rich now, but I'm doing all right in life. I'm not hurting whatsoever. Now, imagine if I'm rich, and what can a motherfucker say to me? At a point, it's like you just.
But you'd be surprised though. Them people who are rich like that actually hear more hater shit daily than positive shit.
And you're supposed to, because it's a lot of miserable people
on the wrong day, you might be like, you know what, bitch? And just walk up to a bitch and just pull their chain, because we all know in the hood the most disrespectful shit you could do to a nigga is fucking pull his chain off. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think about it like this, nigga. He a celebrity. He got money. You got your goons with you, nigga. Let them goons go get that motherfucker.
That's real shit.
But you don't need to touch the nigga.
I mean, if it's saying that's what he did, he sent the goons.
No, he snatched the motherfucker.
Oh, okay, he snatched it. And So
he got
that's what I thought would happen.
So that's what I'm saying. So that this is a case of when keeping it real goes wrong. Like niggas is never going to move forward. Like you a millionaire. What are you doing? And it's also about the energy you put out.
That's
facts.
And
he getting sued. So homeboy suing him.
Yeah, of course.
For $250,000.
And he gonna win. You know what I'm saying? So and Anthony said he just Googled that he worth $3 million. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? If I got $3 million in the bank, I'm good.
200 gonna hurt then if you worth 3.
And then
right.
And then on top of that, the type of people that I keep around me is it won't get to that shit. I wouldn't even let niggas that I'm around happen like that. I'll be like, you know what? Fall back, let that nigga wild. Unless a nigga like physically put hands, that's different.
Right.
But like, you know, school be around me. School, you wouldn't even think that this nigga is 8 years younger and 7 years younger than me. But the nigga mentality is so different. You know what I'm saying? He like an older motherfucker. But yeah, niggas just got to change their shit up, man. Niggas can't be. That's like a millionaire still turning up at what's one of these?
But do you expect anything different from a nigga like YG though?
Right, a millionaire turning up in the what'd you say, the GS?
Yeah, or Savoy.
Why would I be a millionaire in there? And I know it's nothing but hood people in there.
You'd be surprised, nigga, if they cut you that check.
Yeah,
I'm not getting paid to go there.
Okay, that part I don't agree with though. Because, like, let's say it's a nigga from Inglewood or something, and it's your hometown, like Marsha Ambrosius, for example. I think she probably worth $1 million.
Well,
she come to the Savoy on a regular basis.
Female.
But
that's
I'm just saying, like, we're talking about net worth,
like
right?
Now we're talking about money and a male. Why would YG go over there? Okay. Now let's say it's Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce, Inglewood native. It's cool. He got everybody from over there. He's going to get love in there.
Paul Pierce being Inglewood.
That's what I'm saying. So
I think it's different too because he's a basketball player. Like YG
he be talking about that. He be talking about that blood shit too, though.
Yeah, but I don't think a lot of people are aware of that. like on the same level
Right.
as YG.
Okay, I give y'all the perfect example. Kendrick stay in the projects all the time. He be doing concerts in the Nickersons and all that shit, and he get love everywhere he goes. So how's that any different? I just feel like it's how
Okay.
you carry yourself
So
and all that.
In the projects over here, that's Top Dog area in
And J-Rock.
and J Rock area. That's the money. You don't fuck the money up. Now you don't see Kendrick. You won't see Kendrick in the GS or what the what was that other one? Was it Spikes? It wasn't a club out here called Spikes. Or that shit is gone.
But the point is, y'all were like saying something alluding to like that
Why would
niggas
a
shouldn't be in
millionaire-
the hood.
Why would a millionaire be partying in a hole in the wall?
I mean, I wouldn't think a celebrity would be in the projects either, but niggas do it be out of the love. You know what I mean?
Well, the dude who run they whole situation is Top Dog. Top Dog Entertainment. That's his neighborhood. He been a staple over there. Nobody's gonna fuck with Top Dog because then you got to deal with some other shit. So in the projects, if it's any other projects, that's a whole different thing. But he's going to the Nickerson Gardens where Top Dog and J Rock are known gang members from over there. So that's like
and they kind of came up.
Yeah,
like,
and he used to be over there.
yeah.
Kendrick used to be in
Even
them
before
projects.
he was like in the forefront of the rap shit.
Right.
Bottom line, nigga, YG, nigga, stop snatching chains, nigga. You too old for that shit. Number one, nigga, high school kids do that shit.
We got Jasmine up in here. She said different genres, different energy. She must be talking about with the Marshalls, the situation. Oh, or Kendrick. Kendrick get protected by Top Dog and J Rock, right?
Yeah.
Pull up in the building.
Where was YG at when this
In
shit
Vegas.
happened? So that's kind of different because they don't got. I don't know if he getting that same love in Vegas that.
But I mean,
Kendrick is getting.
he gonna go out there with one or two people. I mean, he probably
No, but I'm
with
saying
two.
like he's not. I don't know if he's getting the same love.
None
as
whatsoever.
Kendrick
Oh, no,
is
no.
getting in.
No.
You know, the
And
niggas.
I
Not at
wouldn't
all.
even consider Vegas to be the hood. Like I wouldn't feel like YG shouldn't be able to go to Vegas.
Man, you must think been to the north side.
He might have had an appearance or something out there,
Man, I'm
and
pretty
then
sure
just
that
been
was about
walking
some
the strip
bread.
or some shit afterward. I mean, who knows?
He
I
could
don't
have
know.
got set up. He could have got set up like nigga just start some shit with him. Like I know this ignorant ass nigga gonna react. Let me do something. He harm me, and I'm gonna get that payday. It's stupid ass niggas out here like that.
Yeah.
But
It's
I mean,
possible.
well, he's stupid for falling for it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Right, yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's all on the mental of that person.
Yeah, he need to, his mentality should evolve, but at the same time, people got to stop thinking they could just go up to people and say whatever they going to say because you're going to get what you ask for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that nigga most definitely asked for that ass whooping or whatever happened.
yeah, so,
All right, well,
don't just, go up to people talking shit and jumping in people's face and you don't know 'em.
well,
Topic.
That's
While we
enough
on
for
the
him.
topic of the mental, so did y'all know that the California criminal justice reform just like passed this mental health diversion program where like if you committed a crime and you can prove that you had like a mental health condition going on at the time, that basically you can participate in like a mental health program to avoid going to jail for whatever the crime was that you committed.
That right there, everybody gonna be fucking saying they crazy.
Yeah, that's
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you don't
And-
even have to have documentation to show
Oh,
that you were
but-
diagnosed or
Yeah.
anything like that.
yeah,
Wow.
you can make up like, oh, I got
ADD or something.
a nigga run up on you and talk
He
shit.
said
and-
ADD.
no, like no, they were saying like you can make up some new shit like,
Right.
oh, I suffer from a nigga run up on you and talking shit, shoot your ass in the ground disease.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
if you can prove it, nigga,
I mean, the
You
sad
don't-
part is this: like niggas will play crazy for a county check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
no shit.
if
Get out of
niggas
jail.
is doing that for that,
and,
come on.
and Social Security, nigga walk
Yeah.
in with shit on himself in the Social Security building. To
Now you want to know how I perceive this though. Now I know y'all talking about niggas playing crazy, but
get,
I look at this a little differently though. I think it's a lot of niggas that are legitimately crazy that don't even realize they fucking crazy.
that's true
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And I can somewhat see this as it could be dangerous. You know, like for example, like if a nigga just rapes somebody and then he's able to say like, oh, I raped the bitch because I'm fucking crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not cool.
Yeah, that's
But
bullshit.
at the same time, like let's say for example, like even, with certain things in the inner city, for example. You know, niggas is suffering from PTSD in the fucking hood.
Yeah, that's very
you
true.
know,
That's
and I
very
feel
true.
like certain shit like that should come into play in the criminal justice system because, you know, I feel like it's time for the criminal justice system to realize that black men are suffering from shit that wasn't otherwise recognized. You know what I mean? And granted, there's going to be some people who are going to abuse the shit, but on the other hand, I could see this as potentially being.
It's gonna backfire for sure.
It's gonna backfire because niggas are gonna take advantage of it. However, with anything, there's gonna be positive and negative.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, like, you know, because you know I'm always thinking from the devil's advocate standpoint, but I could see like how this could be beneficial to black men in the inner city because I think there's a lot of undiagnosed mental health issues going on, especially with black men.
Yeah.
We don't even know sometimes that we got mental health issues. You know what I mean?
I'm not letting a nigga that done did a drive by on a motherfucker out the pen and say, "Oh, I suffer from growing up on 97th Street itis." Nah,
I mean, but low key though, you know, nigga might pull
on
out
the real though. It can't, but that shit is hard to gauge though.
Premeditated
Like,
shit cannot happen. Like
premeditated is one thing.
Yeah, like now.
But
if a
think
nigga
about it though. If a nigga got paranoid schizophrenia or something because of the fact that he done had burners and shit pulled out on him, or he done had hella fucking cousins and shit get shot and shit like that, maybe that's relevant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think certain shit.
I think it should depend on the crime, though.
Right.
Like,
I agree.
Shit, it shouldn't be like that. Shit shouldn't fly.
Like rape, no.
Like, yeah, you know, you doing that, or you messing with kids, or
mean,
you killing people, and you on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Like, you got to stay where you at, bro.
I can see a nigga getting off of raping out of jail quicker than I can see a murder. A nigga can say, "Oh, well, I was molested by this older lady, or I was molested by this man when I was younger." So this is what you know. What I'm saying, like, what could you say to your mental to shoot a nigga? You know what I'm saying? And that's where it's gonna be. It's gonna be crazy.
I mean, you
because
can say, "Oh, I witnessed people get shot right in front of me." It's like you could play it both ways. Like, and that's why I feel like it should depend on the crime.
That's why this shit shouldn't happen, because it's gonna be niggas that killed niggas, and it's perfectly fine, and it's gonna give them a get out of jail free card.
Or maybe they need to address this mental health shit before niggas get into that.
But that's the thing, though, you guys. Like, it's not necessarily a get out of jail free card per se. It's just that instead of them going to prison, they have to participate in a mental health diversion program.
2 years.
So I think that that's actually a positive thing.
I'm not for that shit, B.
Really?
Nah, I'm not for that shit. Because I know niggas that's out here doing life, multiple niggas that's doing life right now that actually did the shit that they did. You know what I'm saying? So if these niggas go get out because they blame that shit on some fake ass mental shit, like, come on, B. That's bullshit, because you was perfectly fine before you went in. I'm the type of nigga, like, if you did your shit,
you have to be able to reasonably prove. You know, I mean, the court is not going to just like. I think the court is still going to maintain some level of, scrutiny. When
I don't even think that shit gonna work for black people. To keep it a buck, niggas ain't getting out of jail off that shit. Yeah. Niggas ain't. No, inner city niggas ain't. No,
blacks and Hispanics.
Yeah, you in the inner city, you not
making that shit too much money for the that system.
That shit is for these school shooters. These motherfuckers.
Damn. You know what? That's real.
That is true, though.
That's real.
Yeah, I'm telling you. This for the school shooters. This for the motherfuckers that shooting up malls, that shooting up these movie theaters.
But that's the thing, though. Even though they might have had the intention for it to be for the school shooters, that's why the white people are so nervous, because they might have put it into play with it being intention to protect them, not even realizing how many other people it would protect. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because they underestimate how smart niggas will get. I mean, let's be honest. Niggas are low-key fucking attorneys. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know the law.
Oh, yeah.
So if you give a nigga a platform to utilize some shit like that, and if they do actually have a out to actually use it, they will.
I had a topic that I wasn't gonna talk about, but since you said that, like how people get smart, I wanted to play this, or I want to cut you off. You
no,
wanna
it's
keep
cool.
going? Okay. This is about a man that.
You about to play something?
Yeah, it's that nigga 50 Cent is making a movie about this guy, something similar, how you say how you'll be surprised how smart niggas get. No, watch this. Trip off of this.
So what's happening? Yo, Dig, man, we gotta take our hats off and take a bow. Ladies, take a curtsy, give kudos to that man, Isaac Wright Jr., the first man in American history to get his life sentence plus 70 plus years overturned, become an attorney, go back to the courtroom he was convicted in the practice law, got every cop on his case locked up, got the judge on his case locked up, the DA on his case that was corrupt, committed suicide, shot himself in the head to prevent getting locked up, and now 50 Cent is doing a series on his life. That's a dope story. True resilience that man displayed. 50 said it's like reading that story was like a wet dream. Nah, Fifth.
Pause, 50.
Yeah, real.
Pause.
Lord.
Now, off of listening to that, what y'all take on that?
I feel like that's a good story to hear. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know all the details of it, but it sounds like it was a lot of corruption going on, and he was able to flip that into a success story.
Yeah. Right. He wised up. That's what it was going from AC's, like when she said, you'd be surprised how smart niggas would get, to come up with a scheme to get out. And you see what he did. He turned over his however many life sentences and whoop-de-whoop, and he got out. And everybody that locked him up on that bullshit, he got out and locked all them niggas up.
That's that part that's crazy, because we've heard people, win cases and shit, but to become a lawyer and then lock everybody up that was trying to, lock you up, and then on top of that, you have the judge, one of them commit suicide and shit. Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy, right? So, for him to overturn all his life sentences, and do that and lock everybody up, you know what I'm saying? That's nuts. And like I said, that's tying into her saying that you'd be surprised how smart niggas would get, you know what I'm saying, in that situation. So I'm looking forward to 50 Cent dropping that. He don't get along with Jay-Z, but he need to put that bread up with Jay-Z and make that shit like a big blockbuster film.
What's the name of the dude?
Oh shit, nigga. I didn't even hear the nigga name, man.
I'll look it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure 50 will be promoting it. So.
Oh yeah,
I'll definitely be tuning in to that.
Yeah.
Most definitely. But yeah, man. AC, we can go back into the what other topics you have.
Okay. Well, switching gears from criminal justice system and niggas that commit crimes, because we talk about that weekly.
That's life.
That's how it is in the hood.
It is. You know what else is in the hood? Ratchet niggas. Niggas that don't be wanting to commit, and bitches that be down for these niggas, no matter what. Jesus.
Commit what? Crimes or commit like relationships?
In relationships.
Oh, okay.
So I was following something on Facebook, and it was talking about about marriage and stuff. And so the question was posed is marriage really that difficult, or are you fighting your growth? And somebody said it's a marathon. Niggas accustomed to sprinting. And I thought that was so interesting.
Wait, what was the first part?
So we're talking about marriage, and basically is marriage really that difficult, or are you fighting your growth? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the comments on the post was, it's a marathon, but niggas are accustomed to sprinting. So saying marriage is a marathon, but niggas are accustomed to sprinting.
Right.
Now that comment really hit home for me.
Okay.
Explain.
Because you know, marriage is a marathon. Like, you know, you got to really be in it for the long haul. So when you think
about to get an AC ring.
When you think of a marathon, you know.
Let me cue this up.
You know, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. When you think about a marathon, you know, you got to prep for that shit. You know, you be conditioning for that shit. And then when you get in, it's like you really put in the time, you know. You in for the long haul. Versus like a sprint, it's like, pew, pew, pew.
like
you know?
Like the 40 yard dash.
So I feel like that was the perfect analogy. Like, people don't be really, like, the idea of marriage really sounds good, but people don't really realize what the fuck they signing up for. So it's like when you're asking, like, is marriage really that difficult? Like, my initial answer was like, yeah, it's really that fucking difficult, dude. Like, yeah. But then when I was thinking about, like, maybe it's just like people just don't realize what the fuck they signing up for. Like,
yeah, it's more so. It's not. It would be difficult if you married a difficult person. Because I like a majority. I have friends that's married. Like, and I think I talked about this on the old podcast. Like, most of my friends are married or in long-term relationships. So I would think like my boy Biz. He been with his girl since we the same age, so he been with his girl since 11th grade, and they still together to this day. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's all about the individual. Has it been just one coast ride? I doubt it.
Not.
But to be together since you was 16, 17, and you 35 now, that's a long ass time.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't really know if their shit was difficult or not, because in the marriage there may be certain things that that they don't share with you, you know? I mean, the times where they might have contemplated, like, nigga, I'm on the edge, nigga. Don't push me to the edge, bruh.
Me and Biz, we go. That's my best friend, as we say, like, you know. So if you know the tea on your close friends, like maybe what's her name? Like, you might know some tea about Asia. You know what I'm saying? That nobody else would know because y'all close, because y'all super close. So, you know, that's why I say there hasn't been no coast ride for him, but it's about who you chose to take that journey with. You know what I'm saying? It's some people that be depressed as fuck in marriages. You know what I'm saying? Like, it. So co-workers and shit, like, oh, nigga.
I think sometimes, though, like, even if it's two cool-ass compromising people that marry each other, it can still be difficult, because it's always going to be difficult when you're trying to combine two different people with two different ideologies and two different, you know,
but you would know that
backgrounds and
stuff. You
would
know that and get all that out before you get married.
I mean, that's true, but I think that, like, it's almost like, think about like a job interview, for example. Like, when you want a job, you're trying to market yourself in the best way possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not going to tell them motherfuckers that you probably going to come to work late, that, you know, you might fucking be high on the job at times, you know, that you might fucking call out on holiday weekends and shit like that. Like, you're going to tell them, like, yeah, I'm fucking qualified. I got skills. I know how to use PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, all that shit. Like, you know, so of course they're going to hire your ass. Right. It's the same way with marriage. Like, a person is going to present themselves in the best way possible to get in the door. And then sometimes as you are in the marriage, certain shit comes out over time. And then you learn to compromise with that shit.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Would you say that's like kind of like lying?
I mean, lying is one thing. I would say embellishing is probably more.
Fake it till you make it.
I would probably say embellishing is more like the appropriate word, because lying, if anything, it's a lie of omission. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't outright lie, because those things may very well be true. You may be very outstanding in those areas, but you just failed to mention the areas where you're lacking. You know what I'm saying? Well, and so that comes out over time.
So what do you think is? So you married, right? What's the hardest? Well, What's the hardest part about marriage?
the hardest part. That's what I'm saying. The hardest part about marriage is trying to combine two people's visions into one. Okay. And then also having the patience to realize that there's going to be hard times, but you got to really stick through that shit. Because the whole marathon sprint thing, because when you're a single person, it's easier to like maneuver through shit, right? Mm-hmm. Versus like when you're married, like if your partner going through a hard time and you up, y'all still down because your partner's down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not the same as being fucking single or even being in a relationship. Because when you're in a relationship and your partner's down, it don't impact you the same way as when you married.
Jasmine said, but that's why you don't get married at such a fast pace or too soon. People want to get married before
facts.
Actually experiencing the dating phase. So to combine like or compare or like the dating with the job, I would think your resume is the dating part. Mm-hmm. That's your dating part where you learn everything about this person. That's your resume. The engagement is the interview. You know what I'm saying? That's considered that. And then once you get married is the job.
And that's how it would kind of counter Jasmine is that like even when you're dating and stuff, like there's certain things that are not going to come out during that period, you know? Like at the end of the day, it takes periods of time to learn certain things about people. Yeah. You could be with someone for 10 fucking years and not realize certain shit about them.
If you be with somebody 10 years and don't realize shit, you're not doing your part.
That's not true.
You're not doing your part.
That is not true.
You don't think that's true?
No.
Now unless
it depends on the people.
Unless that's what I'm saying. Like unless it's some new shit that they done picked up. Like, okay, I feel like a good amount of time to get married is about 5 to 6 years to actually knowing the person and being with this person before you get married.
And that's actually a long time.
That's a long time, but you get everything you need to know about this person if you're seriously committed into this shit. I wouldn't marry somebody, you know, it's people out here getting married after 6 months of dating. Not knowing the person. This is dating.
Not even that long.
This is meeting. Also incorporated with dating and engaging and getting married.
But technically, back in the day, they was doing that shit even sooner than that.
And
you know
back
what I
in
mean?
the day, relationships
and that shit
was
lasted for a long fucking time.
No.
Though.
Back in the day, niggas had hella side pieces. My grandfather was one of them. So back in the day, they were just putting up with more shit. You know how.
Right.
No, I think everybody's grandfather was a savage.
That's what I'm saying. Shit wasn't cool. Marriages was lasting because it was cheaper to keep her. But shit was fucked up with grandparents and before.
Yeah, it was.
I think, too, now we don't have those examples. A lot of people ain't getting married. You know what I'm saying? And if they are, they so quick to call it quits or, you know, get divorced.
Right.
And I think it's just a reflection of the times because everything is so fast. So the minute you see something you don't like, it's like,
you all
right, well, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to work through it, it's, all right, we just going to call it quits.
Jazz said, 10 years. If we together 10 years and you're not paying attention to any signs, that's nuts. Terrell said, people grow and people change. So with marriage, you have to grow together. And that's the hardest part, which is why a lot of people fall out.
I agree with that.
You know, so, I mean, and like I'm saying, like if you with a person for 5 to 6 years or even if the 10 years and you're not noticing, if you don't know that this the person you want to be with within 6 years, somebody not doing something somewhere. If you were the person that long and you're not sure this is the person.
Well, we're saying two different things. Not knowing whether or not you want to be with someone in 5 to 6 years is one thing, but we're talking about, let's say you're actually married to someone.
And
you've been with the person for 6 years, and you discover over that 6 years, like, damn, it's shit that I'm learning within this 6 years, or even like at 6 years that I didn't realize, you know, 2 years ago. I don't think that's a fair statement.
Unless it's some new shit.
Because sometimes people are really good at hiding shit.
Yeah, I agree.
You're underestimating how good people are at hiding shit sometimes.
For real.
And I mean,
it's
so
not about
was that
someone not doing their part. People are sometimes really good at this double life shit.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know, and I don't think it's fair to
hiding the world from my kid.
Hello, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I see y'all feeling real.
It's not fair to blame it on the person who wasn't aware. When sometimes people are just really fucking good at living double lives. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody get red flags. You see something.
That's not fucking true.
Now whether you care to pay attention to them, that's on you. You probably got red flags in your relationship that you're like, okay, I see this happen. I need to either I'm gonna address it or I'm gonna leave it alone. You in your marriage, before the marriage, you probably got signs and was like, you know what? Or even previous relationships before the marriage, you got signs. From my old show, you had a sign of something going on with an old situation. That's a red flag. Even with your marriage, you probably got something while you was dating, and was like, you know, that's kind of crazy, but it's not that crazy for me to trip off of it. I'm gonna just let it go. Even you've been in long relationships. Yeah. You and me as well. It was me as well. I was one of the people that seen it and was like, and swept it under the rug. And it came back to bite me because I didn't address it then and there. Or if I would address it then and there, that situation wouldn't even got to where it had got.
But I'm also saying though, and I do feel where you're coming from. There are definitely some times where there's red flags and we ignore them. But there's also some times where people are really fucking good at living double lives. I'm telling you. Like, look at Joe Jackson. It just barely came out recently that this nigga had a whole ass other kid. And the fucking Jackson's been around for fucking decades.
I'm pretty sure they knew it. They probably didn't tell the world.
You know, but even with that, you know, it's like, point being just to say like.
They probably knew a long time ago. Like, it ain't new to them. Like, look at our sister. They probably knew a long time ago.
But let's just say hypothetically he really was that good at just hiding his other family, you know.
Being that famous, that's kind of tough.
You be shocked though. Bitches be really down.
I know
side bitches be the most down ass bitches.
I know. My G pops couldn't hide this shit, nigga. His I think I said it. My grandfather cheated on my grandma with a Hispanic woman, and you know from what I got from my moms and aunties and shit, like that nigga moms used to call the house and like just let that nigga cry in the phone. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My uncle and shit. Yeah. So, you know, and that was back in the 70s, 80s. You know what I'm saying? He was born in the mid 70s. You know what I'm saying? So you call somebody, she just got the baby crying, that's nuts. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, like I said, man, with that marriage shit, and I don't know because I'm not married.
I'm just going to say this, and I'm not even speaking from my own shit. I'm speaking just in general. I think marriage is challenging. And I think people underestimate how challenging that shit is because the shit sounds like, oh, marriage. People think marriage is about being in love, and it's so much more than that. It's about finances. It's about family. It's about...
Man, marriage is a business,
It's a business, you know? And that's why, like, in other cultures where marriages are arranged, their shit a lot of times lasts longer than our shit because they have an obligation that's so bigger than just the love, you know? The community is relying on their shit.
Arranged marriages, that's a whole different thing because that's their culture. Like, they culture, wives is meant to be wives. Like, it ain't no, you know, the Western modern woman, you know, we talked about that on a previous show of, you know, the what's the word? Independent. The modern Western woman independency is different now. That's why a lot of shit ain't working now. You got just say a woman got a good job, and both of y'all got a cool job, and you do the one thing like fuck you, nigga. I don't need you. I'll make this amount of money. Blah blah blah. In today's time, so many women say that they don't need niggas. Are men, and yes, they do, and maybe they don't because right now we are at the highest bisexual count ever.
I will say this, speaking as the only vagina in the room. Shout out to the vaginas. Shout out.
Yeah.
I think that men are definitely needed. Okay. And I think that as a woman, when we open ourselves up and let you know that you are needed and we make ourselves vulnerable and you still are not there, then it comes to a certain point where we're like, okay, nigga, well, fuck it. We don't need you then, bitch. That's where that shit comes in, where females will let a nigga know, like, if you're not going to be here when I'm telling you I need you, nigga, then fuck it, I don't need you. You know, so I don't think that the average woman is going to tell a nigga out the gate, like, oh, I don't need a nigga. That's just some ignorant shit. There's some that do that, but I don't think that's the majority. But I think that when a woman puts herself out there and makes herself vulnerable, and then the nigga is still not making himself available, then it comes to a certain point where it's like, well, fuck it. Maybe I don't need this nigga. I mean, I could be cool. Like, my happiness is not surrounded around this nigga.
Yeah, and that's the case of most time. That's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of shit don't work. A lot of shit don't work because there's no. And just to get sidetracked, you know what shit that pissed me off, and maybe it's me coming off as a hater.
What?
You ever seen motherfuckers with a horrible relationship and they shit work like a motherfucker? Just say like it's two motherfuckers that just ain't shit and they just be together for years.
They put up with a lot of shit, like how you said earlier. You know, standards is low than a bitch. Two low standard ass motherfuckers.
Oh, they just understand each other. Like,
they just understand
right,
bullshit.
You ain't shit,
like,
I ain't
yeah,
shit.
that too.
That shit is crazy. I'll be like, nigga, how the fuck my shit ain't work out? But these motherfuckers ain't shit. One motherfucker ain't working. Either motherfuckers ain't working. One motherfucker's bringing in about $200 a month. The other motherfucker ain't working. Like, how the fuck do that work?
Because they really fucking love each other.
Love,
you know, love sometimes will fucking prevail over everything if you genuinely love the person.
Now, I believe that because that's the thing about, you know, relationships and second chances. If you fuck up bad, I mean bad, and somebody take you back after that, you know what I'm saying? That's like real love. Like, there's niggas out here that'll fuck up the second chance, nigga, and be out here.
And the third and the fourth.
Yeah. If any woman give a nigga the third, if a woman give a nigga the second, the third and fourth chance, we got to get them up out of here. But, you know, it's when you get that second chance, nigga, don't fuck up that second chance. Because that's real love. Now, if you get that second chance and she just a old spiteful ass broad and just be like, you know what, yeah, nigga, I did you how you did me, ha ha.
I'm telling you, these niggas got to see you with another nigga in order to appreciate you.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, even like females, sometimes a female got to see a nigga happy with another bitch in order to be really appreciative of how that nigga really was.
Hey, shout out to Jazz. Jazz, she just spoke on the situation. She said, is it really love or comfortability?
Yep. Comfortability. Like a motherfucker.
Wrong sound effect.
If you are, pull up said, if you are broke, love, can't you get on the bus?
Can't get you on the bus.
can't get you on the bus.
That's a song lyric. I don't know whose song that is. Hey.
Pull up said, how you feel about a prenup though? I mean, if you broke, what's the point of the prenup? But if somebody got a piece of coin, I don't know. This is how I feel about prenups. Pull up, like I feel like prenup is almost like you're saying out the gate, like, look, if this shit fails, like, I want to protect my coin. So it's almost saying like you're preparing for failure. And
fuck that.
And technically, when you're marrying someone, you're supposed to marry them with the intention that divorce is not an option. Even though we know in today's society that that's not true.
Today's society,
we know that that's not true. But technically, when you marry someone, you're supposed to marry them with the intention that divorce is not the option. So personally, I feel like prenups are kind of like negating that. Okay.
But that kind of goes back to what y'all was saying earlier about it being a business. Like, that's just people, that's like an insurance policy.
Right.
Like, I got this certain amount of money, and, you know, a lot of people just be marrying because they want a trophy wife or, you know, a husband with bread. And, you know, like, everybody's not marrying like, oh, I love this person. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in that regard, I understand why you would want to get a prenup. I don't know why you would want to get married, you know, but like we said earlier, like, it's a business too.
The comments just went up all of a sudden.
Mike said, "Find out when you fucking broke. Love won't get you on the bus." Okay, who said that, Mike? Oh, 50 Cent. Okay, get in my car here. Agent said, "Protecting your assets. Marriage is a business. First love. Second."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's from a woman.
Is that real?
Hold on, Agent. Hold on. I said it was a business.
It is.
You go
first though,
nigga. You start a business with a fucked up business partner, and you see what's gonna happen to that business.
That's true.
That shit gonna cave in, nigga. Like,
hey, hello, testimony.
You know what I'm saying? So like unfortunately, I think once upon a time it was about love, but now it's love and other stuff. Hold on, y'all. We got a caller right now.
Pull up.
We got a caller. Seriously, another podcast. Who we got?
Anthony, what up?
What up, though?
What's happening?
What up?
Nigga, my shit is it's a 3-part. I said something my nigga school,
What up?
Shit.
Yes, sir.
Second part, nigga, why my girl just seen me typing on the chat, nigga? We almost got into a full-blown argument because I was talking to a female.
What?
What? Where?
Nigga,
when you was in the message board?
Yeah, she was like, nigga, I ain't never seen that screen before. Who is she talking to? Some bitch? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She went through my whole phone right now.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It do low-key look like text messages,
I'm like,
though.
bro, that's the fucking message board.
Man.
Like, I thought you were talking to some bitch. I'm sorry.
Aww.
I was like, yeah, I'm about
she love you.
And then my third shit was, I wanted to bring up a topic that me and AC was talking about the other day when I posted on Facebook some shit about, it was a bunch of black females that have been posting that they about to start dating out their race because black men ain't shit.
Okay.
I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
I mean, I wouldn't single us out because it's a lot of niggas that ain't shit.
I'm glad you brought that up, though, Anthony, because we were going to segue into that anyway.
It is a bunch of niggas out that ain't shit out here. Let's get that real. We could be a buck.
I mean, it's no secret how I feel about dating outside of the race. So I'm not going to beat that horse. But, I mean, it's true. I love my black men, and I'm going to support y'all no matter how raggedy y'all asses is, period. But no, I don't think that women should just date outside of their race just because of those reasons. I think that we should, if anything, try to get to the root of these problems and try to find somebody that's like-minded to, we got to get someone who has the same vision as us and then try to build an empire, period.
I think the women that saying that, they probably keep fucking with the same type of men and getting the same results.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You feel what I'm saying?
Reevaluate that.
You keep on these thug niggas and these yada yada with it niggas, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the same results every time. That's what I was saying about dating dating gang members and thugs and all that shit. Like, you date a gang member or have a child by a gang member, you know what time it is, especially an active gang member.
Right.
So, if you keep...
Exactly. You might as well just sign up to be a single mother.
Right. So if you keep going after these niggas, just say, I don't know, a turned up nigga that's going to the club every other weekend, blah, blah, blah. If a nigga going to the club every other weekend, he gonna bump into crazy bitches.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's all about if you keep dealing with the same person or the same type of people, you're going to get the same results. But we got another call. We got another call. Good looking out for calling in, my G.
No problem. Peace.
Hey, seriously, not another podcast. Who we got?
It's your boy K Rose, man. I'm tapping in.
What's going on, man?
What's
How you doing?
happening?
What up?
What's happening, man? Hey, I'm liking the topics that y'all touching on tonight. As far as the marriage thing go, man, I feel like if somebody finds somebody that they compatible with, you feel me? It could be a good thing, but you got to make sure that, I heard y'all speak on the topic of saying, you don't want to look at it as a business partner. You want to look at it as somebody you can build with and have, you can see yourself with that person waking up 10, 15, 20 years from now. You know what I mean? So that's very important. You know what I mean?
Well, that's similar. Building, that word building is where the business come in at. You build your business, you build your brand. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
this is what you get into it for. Like you put a lot of time and effort. It's just like when you building a company from the ground up. You put a lot of time and effort, which is the dating shit, to get to this point. And you're not. It's a lot of money that go into marriage, nigga. The homie just
Man.
The homie just spent like 30 something. I believe it was like 30 something or 50. It's like 50 something, whatever it was. He spent something crazy on the wedding. You know what I'm saying? And maybe and to celebrities, that's probably not a lot of money. But when you common folk, that's a lot of money to have. Now that's including the honeymoon too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know, so it is it's unfortunate that we have to look at it like that, but you have to take it serious as anything else. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like I'm only getting married once. You know what I'm saying? If my marriage don't work out, because I feel like I'm putting so much on the line for it or with this person, and I feel like I'll be so invested. If it don't work with this person, I got full trust in and would trust nobody more other than this person. Why would I go get married again?
Yeah, I think that's why you should take your time.
Man, but I look at it like this though, man, because in my situation, like I've been married before, or if you want to say that, you know what I'm saying? I've been married before, you know what I mean? But at that time, it's like you got to find that person that's like, you know, maybe that, you know, everybody got like, I guess you want to say like a soulmate, not even a soulmate, but somebody that I would call it a soulmate. You know what I mean? Everybody got a soulmate. You know what I mean? And it's like some people get married for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? So you might go into a marriage, you know what I mean, initially thinking like, okay, I could see myself spending, you know, the rest of my life with this person. But then it's not really that, you know what I mean? Because as people get older, they, you know, people change.
They grow,
you know,
grow apart.
Yep.
Grow apart.
They grow apart. Right. So, you know, in that sense, it's like before you jump that broom or, you know, really actually get to that altar and commit, you know, in front of your family. And, you know, that's, you know, it's number one, it could be a waste of money, as you were saying. It could be a waste of time, you know, a waste of energy when you could have been putting that energy somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Okay, look, tell me this. So you was married before, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now how long were you with this person before you got married?
Man, honestly, it was about like I'm gonna say about a good 3 years.
Okay.
But at that time, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cliche in saying love is blind, right? You know what I mean? Like, love is blind, bro. Like, if you feel like, you know, you found that person, everything might seem right at that moment, but moving forward, like, as you say, like, you know, people grow apart. And as you get older, you know, you might have that commitment and that connection while you're young. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know, might just get married because of, it could be a physical attraction. It could be, you know, a beneficial to them.
Well, you can't get married. You can't get married on some physical attraction shit. You can't.
A lot of people.
Trophy wife.
You end up with a trophy. Okay, look now. Tell me this, Rose. Look, now I said I feel like to be with or to know somebody fully. I said it was 5 or 6 years before you get married. So you was under the 5 or 6 years that I talked about, and you're no longer married, right?
I'm no longer married.
Okay, now so.
Hey, but what's crazy though is like, you know what I'm saying, at that time, like I said, you know, it was just that feeling that I had, you know what I mean, that we had, you know, that feeling that we shared. And as we got older, we kind of figured like maybe this, you know, might have been a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, look, now in those 3 years before you got married, did you see any red flags that you should have, you know, got at early?
Y'all be so pressed about these red flags, man. I'm telling you, it's not always a red flag.
Not at all. I mean, so it can be a red flag.
You didn't see no red flags at all.
I didn't at the time. No, I didn't see any red flags. It was just like straight, honest. Like, okay, like I said, love is blind. So them red flags might have had to presented themselves, but at that time, I didn't see whatever it was that caused the demise of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like you kind of just. Okay. I was in it for the moment, with the love. You know what I mean? It was a love thing for me. But as we got older, and you kind of discover, like, damn.
Okay, how long did the marriage last?
I'm gonna say about a good together before the separation period. It lasted about 5 years.
Nah,
that's a long time.
No, not the separation period, because I know it takes time to get divorced.
That's true, though.
When y'all stop dealing with each other, how long did that relationship or that marriage last?
It's about a good 7 years. You know what I mean? A good 7 years.
Wait, that's backwards, Kenyon.
Nigga, how the fuck you go from?
It should be less, not more.
How the fuck you go from 7 years to or from 5 to 7? This is what I'm saying. Okay, you knew her for 3 years, right? Look, you knew her for 3 years, and then you got married. So from the time you got married, not including that 3, from the time you got married into the time y'all separated, how long was that?
It was about, honestly, from the time we got married to the time we separated was about 7 or 8 years, bro.
So where did the 5 years come in earlier?
Because at that 5 year point, that's when the red flags started presenting themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, we gonna be committed because we kind of like we committed to each other. It was kind of like, okay, we said it for the vows, even though that love might have not had been there. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, okay, I'm forcing myself to do this shit. You know what I mean?
Fucking kidding me?
Huh?
Okay. So okay.
That's how most marriages work. Like some people, like, they marry, but they're not like really happy. You know what I mean? Like they might have a side chick or a side piece or whatever on, you know what I mean, side dude on the side or whatever, but they're not really happy. But just because they made that commitment in front of their family, and if you want to say God, you know what I mean, that structure like had to be there, and that's not even. Let's not talk about including kids, but that's a whole different story. That's a whole nother show. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Hit the horns on that one.
Okay, I'll hit the horns for you before we get you up out of here. So look, so you said before the cutoff date when y'all separated, it was 7 years. So how long was y'all married? Y'all was married for 7 years, or y'all was married longer than 7 years?
We was married for 7 years before that separation happened.
Okay, all right, man. I appreciate you calling in, man. Appreciate your support. Make sure, man, share it. I went on a rant earlier. Share our shit, because I don't want you to be one of the niggas I get the fuck up out of here for not sharing my shit.
Nah, man. I got love, bro, man. I'm proud of what you're doing, homie. What this needs to be, you know what I'm saying? It needs to be televised, bro. Y'all touch real topics, man. I tap in when I can, you know what I mean? Tonight I had to get on the line because y'all talking about real shit. So
I mean, we talk about real shit all the time, but I got you. All right, my nigga.
Oh my God. Thank you, Kenyon. Thank you.
All right, dog.
No doubt, man.
Appreciate
it. Been ready. You really own it tonight.
Man, check this out. Y'all think this song? Wait till that bag get here. It's baggy.
Dang. Oh, well, let's touch on this real quick before we get off, because
hey, wait. Let me go to the message. The message board's been nuts. Hold on. Damn. Wait. It was some funny shit I seen. It was hilarious. We got you said facts. Pull up said you was blind and not paying attention, my G. Pull up said my nigga can't add. Help his ass count. Cut that nigga off. We not even doing fractions, my nigga. Ask about the timeline again.
God damn.
5 years, 7 years, 3 years. The fuck? He don't know he was in love. Laughing my ass off. Blinded ass nigga cut this nigga off. That nigga was going in on that nigga, man. God damn.
But meanwhile, Pull Up still ain't pulled up though. I mean, I get it. Like, the homeboy timeline was a little sketchy, but this nigga Pull Up is a fucking catfish, bro. Like, and how your name gonna be Pull Up and you ain't pulled up? I'm just saying.
You want that nigga pull? Don't pull up here.
Yeah,
pull
your
up.
name can't be pull up and you don't pull the fuck up.
Do not
and you
pull
just
up
be
to
fucking
where. Do not pull up
trolling
to where we do
and
this
shit.
podcast at.
You just be trolling.
Like-
but neither here nor there.
Like I said, when I did my rent, that was my rent. Don't pull up on me, nigga.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Pull up on her in Inglewood somewhere.
Yeah, whatever, nigga. And if you pull up, your ass gonna get ran the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, mark my words, bitch.
Jasmine said real. I don't know if she was clapping the real, but
Probably me, nigga. But neither here nor there.
Jazz, say what you were saying was real with the hand claps. But yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Anthony kind of touched on the whole dating out the race thing, but I wanted to touch on the whole thing as far as like the dude dating, you know, okay, blah, 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 blah. Jack and Daniel.
Shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug. Jack and Daniel, we need the sponsor. The dude that has these McClure twins. Okay, if y'all don't know, it's these cute little biracial girls on Facebook or whatever. Okay, and he's married to this Nigerian woman. It's a white man. Okay, and he made some racial comments about black women back in the day. Saying like, you know, black women this, black women that. Like basically he was saying like that white men don't even look at black women in public. Like the only time they you know, even get at black women is online, you know, because it's easy or whatever. And just all these different like racial slurs and different things like that. And then
these twins, I just looked them up. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, they pops. I didn't know they was mixed.
Yes. And then also, you know, you were talking about the Papa John thing, like how he had said the N-word and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm not going to beat the horse about why I feel the way I feel about the whole interracial dating thing. But point just being that there's this trend again with these white men being exposed about how they really feel about black women and black people. And niggas is acting like this is some new shit. It's not new. Like, why are we acting like this is some new shit?
Let me ask you this, AC. Was he saying black women or was he saying, did he just say niggas?
I'm going to go to the actual.
Because this is, I think by her being Nigerian, it's kind of different. Because I know a lot of Africans don't like black people from America.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So they might exclude themselves from that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You know, those words.
He made these posts before he actually got with the mother.
Okay.
So it wasn't so much like that he was, you know.
I don't fuck with it at all. Like, I think that's some bullshit. But I'm just saying, like,
You think what is bullshit?
So I'm gonna read
him saying that about black women.
one of the things he said. So let's give a little background. So basically, he has this page with his twin daughters where now people are saying he's exploiting them, but he posts videos of his daughters on Facebook doing little cute shit or whatever to try to get views. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so, but then he used the same page back in the day for his own personal page, which, you know, at the time he was trying to do a comedy career. And so it was discovered that he had some racial comments on that page. Mm. I don't know why he didn't just start a whole fresh page, but whatever the case, he didn't.
Was it racial comments or
racial comments?
Jokes?
So one of them was black people can ask, but they have no trouble saying Cadillac Escalade. Black women I know, chandelier, lasagna, constellation, Walgreens, like just random shit he says, like basically saying like black people don't know how to pronounce words.
Black women can ask, but what?
Black people can't say ask, but they have no trouble saying Cadillac Escalade. Hashtag if I was black. Hashtag black people can't say ask.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay. And then he says, mark my word, one day a black woman will name a child allergies. Quotation, my allergies been acting up lately. Damn. Okay, and then this was the little rant that he had that one day. White guys are typically more cautious, laid back, and considerate of women. White guys might see a hot black girl at a bar or something, but talk themselves out of approaching because Anderson Cooper comes out in 30 minutes. They have to get home. Black and Spanish men lifting weights on the corner don't even know who Anderson Cooper is, but they hope he buys their new mixtape. In New York City, I've seen Black and Spanish men sing to women on the street, saw a black man with bags of groceries chase a woman down many blocks he had ice cream too, and one time I saw a Spanish guy jump the subway tracks to get to the other side in an effort to talk to a girl. When he got there, the girl wasn't interested. He came back across the tracks and waited for his train like it never happened. Kid you not. Black women have not been opposed to dating white men for the most part. So when they get an email from a cute chalky boy, they're like, he's cute, I'll definitely go out with him. But on the street, that would never happen because the white guy would be too busy thinking about TED Talks or buying books off Amazon.com to notice the sister. White guys don't make moves in person. So Caucasian guys, if you want to date a black girl or a curvy Spanish chick, get online. Send some emails. Talk about how you love pinatas and FUBU, whatever it takes.
Wow.
Now,
talk about how you love pinatas and FUBU.
Now this
was written a while ago, though, right?
This shit was written like in 2012. It's not that long ago.
Now, yeah, you good now. Now that sounds almost equivalent to the situation, the talk that we had with Childish Gambino about not being interested in the person because of what they are. Like, basically, how many women are inner city women are really super into super square guys? Like, it ain't too many black women that want a nigga that sit up and watch anime all day.
What does that have to do with this man?
Now, I'm not saying this. I'm comparing it to the.
Okay.
I'm not saying that he's not saying on racist shit, but he is tapping on some shit with black women and how they choose their men.
No. He's saying that white men are too busy doing shit like looking at TED Talks and
corny shit
and buying books on Amazon in real life. They're not going to take the time to talk to a black woman in person, maybe online. Like, they're not, like, basically black women are a second option to white men.
I think it depends on
priority.
I think it depends on what kind. Like, he's not going to a white dorky nigga ain't about to go to and talk to Everton Nietzsche from the projects. He's not about to do that. Now, if she's a well put woman and and she handle herself correctly, that's different.
This is the bottom line. If a white man says some shit 6 years ago about black women and it has racial undertones or overtones or whatever, and a black woman marries this nigga, what the fuck is wrong with her? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Maybe he's never had black pussy before. So before you said that.
Well, shit, he had it now, and he got 3 kids now.
So right. Do you get a pass?
So he changed his mind. I mean, he changed his opinion. No, I'm not saying he get a pass, but I'm just saying maybe that's what happened.
I'm pretty sure he changed just like that. It's a group. I mean, a couple that was on Facebook. How the guy was like this super. What's like a high KKK? Is it Grand Dragon? What's that shit called?
Shit,
Grand Wizard.
Yeah.
No, it's something about a dragon.
No, dragon's a wizard.
I thought it was dragon, but
no, that's Chinese.
Fuck
no,
all of them.
It's some Grand Dragon.
Yeah, right. Shit.
If I'm not, hey, look up KKK and Grand Dragon.
It's a wizard.
No Google.
Thanks for being your last show. So look, this is what I'm saying.
Fuck it, nigga.
It was.
Shit, you say you ain't getting no Google, nigga. Over here.
It was a nigga.
Next thing you know, that shit be popping up on your phone and shit.
Nah,
KKK advertisements. And shit.
So this is what I'm saying. So it was a nigga that was in the KKK, and he felt, you know how they feel about black people. He meet this one black chick. The nigga leaves the KKK and understand. It's just like everybody is prejudiced. Everybody's prejudiced. I don't want to hear that shit about nobody's prejudice. That's prejudice.
But prejudice and being racist is two different things.
So but they prejudge people by
prejudice
we don't
being
like
a bigot. It's
right,
two different things.
Right. We don't like black people because black people this and that. That's being prejudiced. Now if you say I hate black people or fuck niggers and that's different. But if you throw the stereotype out there, that's being prejudiced.
That shit is kind of dancing around.
It's close. It's not the same, but it most definitely different.
It's like you subbing the N word. Like, you're not saying it, but
because there's black people that would be like, oh, they'll be driving me like, almost getting to work like, oh, that Mexican motherfucker, is that racist?
We're not even getting into a debate about whether or not something is racist.
I'm just asking the question.
What we're talking about.
Wait, before we go there, can somebody answer my question?
Yes, that's racist.
For a black person to say,
absolutely, that's
okay.
racist.
Okay.
But what we're talking about right now is a person who would make statements about black people publicly on a public platform
and then
in a derogatory manner over and over and over again.
And then go
have
marry
the audacity
and then go marry somebody black.
Not only a black person, but a fucking Nigerian person, which is about as black as you could fucking get. Impregnate this woman 2 times, have twins and then a son, and then all of a sudden racism goes out the door. How, Sway?
It sounds like to me he had a change of heart. Is it not possible?
I think what it is African culture. If she comes from Nigeria, they look at us different over here.
And they probably wife different too. They probably a whole different situation.
Right. They not looking at us. They looking at us the same way white people is looking at us.
That part
a
right
lot of
there.
times.
Yeah.
And then also that perspective is not nothing new. Like
heard you knew.
I don't want to go back to the slavery shit, but Thomas Jefferson was impregnating slaves.
Right.
But he wrote a whole document about how black people was second class human, not even human.
Yeah.
Compared them to monkeys. This is, one of the founding fathers of this country, but then he turned around and put like 3 babies in a 15-year-old black girl.
Speak.
So was he putting on the front for his boys and had that secret love? Like when niggas say they don't like fat women.
And it may not even be love. It may not even be love.
I think it was just, it's the power. I can do it. Can't nobody stop me. So
I did it. So what?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like if you look at that document, he literally talked about, our work ethic, all kind of fucked up shit. He made, he rationalized why. Like he made it seem like they was helping us by putting us in slavery. Like,
oh, appreciate it. Pull up. Said my nigga didn't want to look it up. It's a grand dragon. I knew it was something with a dragon. But go ahead.
Yeah, but he, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we weren't enslaved, we would just be lying around all day, not bathing, not treating our women right, acting like savages. So by them enslaving us, they're giving us structure.
Wait,
and the reason why
he said that in these things,
it's documented.
That we treat our women like shit.
Yeah. I'll find.
Sound like, hey,
I'll find.
I might get some heat. It sound like he was hitting on some nails right now.
Nah.
It's a lot of niggas.
You gotta read it. Read it first.
What do you mean?
A lot of niggas treat their women like shit.
Are you talking about niggas or Africans? Because
man,
back
a lot
then
of
he
men
would have been
treat
talking
their
about
women
the
like
Africans.
shit. A lot of men treat their women like shit. To be honest.
Well,
like look at in this country, white women didn't get a chance to vote until like maybe 5 decades ago, 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? So they wasn't treating their women right. Mm-hmm. It was I think it was in Great Britain where the term rule of thumb came from, where it was a high acting judge there who said you can beat your wife, because that was a common practice there, as long as you don't hit her with something that's it can't be wider than your thumb.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's where that term comes from.
Wow.
So I don't think it's fair to say that black men is the niggas that mistreat their women.
Thank you.
I think
I'm talking
that's
about
something.
I'm talking about in the modern day. I don't know about back then.
But he was speaking on what Thomas Jefferson was saying.
That's cool. So I'm saying though, I'm tying it into
applicable to back then.
I'm tying it into modern day right now. Like that can tie to right now. It's a lot. It's a lot of. Hold on, wait. Let me finish. Let me finish.
It's
and niggas can get on my head. I'm open up for it.
That shit different, bro. You can't. I don't think you compare that.
Okay. Now you as a man, you don't have no friends that done treated homies that done treated they woman like shit.
Not like that.
Have you ever been treated like shit?
Of course, but even with that, and I was waiting for this opportunity. I'm listening to what Rahim is saying, and I feel like even the model of how black men treat women a lot of times still comes from how they watch white men emulate fucking shit from slavery. You know what I mean?
That's real.
And
fact.
whether or not we want to admit the shit, like a lot of the shit that is negative from our culture is still post-traumatic slave syndrome. And it kind of goes back to that mental health shit that I was talking about earlier. Like, I don't want to like give niggas an out, but at the end of the day, like niggas is suffering from a lot of trauma from shit that we've dealt with that is unresolved. Like,
yeah.
At the end of the day, like, I was watching The Color Purple play, for example, and it was like a scene where, like, you know, the dude was talking about how he was going, you know, want to fuck Natty or whatever, and then talking about all the different shit. And I'm like, he clearly was emulating the shit that he seen the master do or whatever to the black women and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Africans weren't doing shit like that to each other. He's emulating shit that he's seen the master do to other fucking slaves and Africans and shit like that. So the shit that Rahim is speaking on is fucking facts. And even though I know you're trying to apply it to current times, it's not really applicable in the same way, in the sense that he's speaking on that particular doctrine to that time.
So the stuff that's going on now, we still suffering from slavery, right?
It's a trickle down effect, because if you think about it, slavery was only like about 4 generations ago.
Okay, how long ago was slavery? When was slavery over? How many years ago?
It was about 4 generations ago.
1865.
Like great grandparents.
Actually, it might not even. It was Juneteenth. It might have been 1869. I think it was 4 years after they.
Okay,
really
so this is my thing. How many more years do you think that shit would be? Or if it will ever be out of our system to where we can't say like, oh, we're still suffering from this and that and that and this. Because what I see from these young kids that's in their teens, early 20s, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They don't give a fuck about none of that racist shit that or the slavery shit. They don't even talk about that.
They
shit
don't even realize that they're impacted by slavery, though.
So that's what I'm saying.
The foundation was fucked up from the start.
So how many years?
They don't know.
Yeah,
a lot of that is ignorant.
Now, how many years do you guys feel? Because I know we don't have the answer. How many years from slavery removed will this shit keep trickling down, or is it going to keep trickling down forever and niggas going?
It'll probably take about 2 more generations of positive examples of black love. But that's the problem. We don't have it even right now. We just talked about that one topic ago.
That shit might be done.
It might be.
If niggas ain't got over that shit now and this black love shit and how society is now.
The white man fucking succeeded at separating black families.
I feel like this.
He did that. Yeah. That's what he did do.
I feel like this. And niggas, in a minute, it might not be now, it might be generations down the line. The whole fucking planet gonna die out because of this gay shit.
That's fact.
It's gonna be because
that's fucking fact.
Like
I've been seeing more trannies than ever.
Like I said, when right now we in the highest era of the bisexual shit. And that's men and women. Eventually, it's gonna come a time to where a woman, if you go both ways, it's gonna become a time to where you be like, you know what, I'm veering off more this way with the same sex. So if everybody keep going with the same sex, what we gonna have? We're gonna have Sodom and Gomorrah again, right?
I agree with you completely on that part. And even like when it comes to men, I feel like men are more sexually fluid than they were a generation or 2 ago. You know. But even then, there's reasons behind that, you know, because it's like incarceration and different things that have happened that have put men in these positions where they've been exposed to homosexuality, molestation. There's so much shit, you know. Our fucking culture has been through so much shit. Yeah. And I think we underestimate how much shit black people have been through. We are the strongest fucking people on this planet. Because we've been through so much shit and we still rise through the shit. Yeah. I'm proud of us. You know what I'm saying?
They keep coming out with shit that's my thing. Like, there's more shit that's going to keep coming out if we keep allowing. I was talking to somebody the other day on why they didn't want Bill Cosby to get Channel 4 or NBC. They didn't want him to get NBC because of, look at the shows that he did come out with. When he had his show, he had Cosby Show, and he had A Different World. You had Cosby Show that was pushing positivity, a family orientated man, a lawyer, and a doctor, right?
Right.
You had a different world. You had a different world where all the blacks was going to college. Young blacks going to college. Now what we got? And that was then. And we don't, and the kids growing up now don't have nothing to look up to and be like, oh, that's what it is. You got the Cardi B's.
And technically we still don't, because it's like if based on your theory, Bill Cosby was the one nigga we did have to look up to, and the shit that he fucking did, potentially raping bitches.
Potentially.
What hope do we fucking have? You know what I'm saying?
That was the point. That's my whole point.
It's like
none of this shit came up or came out until he was about to buy NBC. Eddie Griffin said no black man in this business goes out clean. No black man in entertainment business goes out clean.
Yeah.
It's levels to the shit.
So that's what I'm saying. So you have Bill Cosby. How the fuck is they can't even prove you raped this motherfucker. So a motherfucker just come and say, you raped me 15 years ago. Where's the evidence at? And you gonna take a bunch of people coming up saying that they was raped too to base it off of that, when every time something happened with somebody, there's 15 other people that come out and say it every time. It's a fucking hamster wheel every time. Every time a dude go down sexual harassment, oh, here come a bunch of people.
However, and I'm not going to speak on Bill Cosby specifically, but I will say that let's not pretend that people are not getting raped out here and not speaking on it. Because there are a lot of people who are raped on a regular basis who don't come out, and they may not have the courage to come out until somebody else come out. So I don't want to undermine the fact that maybe it took, one person coming out for other people to have the courage to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm speaking on Bill Cosby shit because this is what I'm saying. That Bill Cosby not getting NBC could have been so pivotal for black people.
He admitted he put Quaaludes in bitches' drinks. He admitted to that.
Yeah, I mean, they was doing that shit back in the day.
I think it's like it came out right when that shit happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
saying.
I feel like if it was really that, what they saying it was, why didn't you speak up on it before? Or why did it take him trying to buy NBC to start all these changes of events? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, and I'm not saying like every woman or every person who's a victim of rape or whatever is, in a mental state to speak up, but I think it's quite a coincidence that right when that's about to happen, all this shit get brought up. Like the same way with the Nat Turner movie when that came out.
Oh man,
the director of that
forgot
movie.
About that, yeah,
like the director of that movie, they brought up some old shit that he didn't even get convicted of. Said
right.
He raped a white girl or some shit.
Exactly.
And every time we try to make a step forward, I feel like they always trying to shoot us down with some negative shit.
They not trying. They hidden.
Yeah. Like, oh, you moving too fast. Like you can't do that. Same thing with Michael Jackson. And like. Boy. He owned half of Sony.
Everybody at Sony. That's
half of Sony. Anybody can think of Beyonce, the Beatles. You know how much power that is? Once that happened, it's this nigga's a pedophile. This nigga's this, he's that. You know, yada yada yada.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And like I'm saying, I don't know what these people did, but
the timing though.
You got to look at the timeline. It always happens the same way.
Right.
Okay. Now this shit getting political. So right now, with Bill Cosby, the NBC situation, it would have been a bunch of positive
black
shows, and not the positive black shows of like a Mary Jane.
Right.
Being Mary Jane.
Being Mary Jane to
or
where
like some Tyler Perry shit with a man in a dress.
Right. So you let's say being Mary Jane. Mary Jane was a fucking rat.
She was like an independent.
She was a powerful.
It's almost like that. She's got to have it shit.
She was a powerful woman. She was a powerful woman,
Yeah.
but she was a rat.
Right.
It's always something that come with it. Yeah.
She was sexually fluid.
Right, and then look at
Scandal.
Scandal.
Yeah.
I don't like them shows like that.
And then you got Scandal,
where they got like the white
sleeping
man,
with everybody,
like, sleeping with the
sleeping
black
with the
woman.
president.
All white
I don't
man.
like that.
Sleeping with the president, knowing that he's married, you sleeping with the president. What's the shit that came
I
out?
don't like that.
Empire.
That's that Jezebel figure that they're playing on.
Yes.
Look at Empire. Look at Empire.
And it's like that plantation platform where it's like the white woman knows that her husband is sleeping with the house
That's where that
nigga
shit
bitch,
from.
but she just accepts it because she knows that, she got to
Right.
deal with the household structure or whatever.
And even with men, you got let's say these rap artists. You got rap artists, a nigga that's talk about doing drugs all day. Man. And don't even do them. And you got kids and teenagers and young men out here doing that shit. Fucking their life up. Brains ain't the same.
I heard an interview where Future literally said that, like,
that's exactly.
I don't fuck with this shit.
That's exactly
what I'm talking about. They want to hear.
But it's catchy.
And I'm sure he getting paid too, because he literally be saying big pharma. Like, I'm sure he getting
that's
paid.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
So
that shit is like marketing.
And that's what I'm saying. So they rather have shit like this, the Futures, the being Mary Janes, the Scandal, all this shit, to where it look like it's positive. They have great jobs in what they do.
But it gotta be.
But there's some other shit coming along with it, to where Bill Cosby would have had it looking cool to go to school again.
Right.
When he had all them black, every black young dude with some type of black college sweater on.
Right.
Like they had people like, oh, I want to go here. I want to go here and here. Nigga, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the part. That's a trip. It always comes with something. And then the time that we in now, it's cool. It's cool to be sluts. It's cool for that. You know what I'm saying? And we went over. We for sure over time. But I just want to play one more thing, man. One more thing in the time that we in, where it's cool to be. I didn't understand this shit, so I just want to play this before we get up out of here, and y'all help me understand. Y'all help me understand this shit real quick. Appreciate y'all for listening. Y'all still here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So trip off of this.
Yes, we are all sluts. You're a slut. All these dudes behind you are sluts. Your cameraman's a slut. Your PA's a slut. And your mic's a slut.
And what made you a slut?
Because I own my body. My body is not a political playground. It's not a place for legislation. It's mine, and it's my future. And
how old are you?
Grown. Grown.
Grown. And
Are you fucking kidding me?
So you sleep around with a lot of men?
No, actually, I'm a virgin.
You're a virgin?
Yeah.
So you're not a slut?
Yes, you can be a slut. Because a slut is not what you made it, Jesse. A slut is what I made it. A boss getting money, taking the mic, turning life around, taking over Hollywood.
So you are still a virgin, but yet you call yourself a slut.
It wouldn't matter. I'm saying it doesn't matter if I'm a virgin. It doesn't matter what a woman's sexual history is. A slut is just a word that you and your fellow penises made. A slut. Your mama's a slut. Your grandma's a slut. Everybody.
Is your mother a slut?
No, but yours is.
Your mother's not a slut?
No.
But you said every woman's a slut.
Everybody.
Well, why your mother is not a slut?
You are a slut. Not my mother in particular, not a slut, but a slut is a word for anybody who's owning their sexuality, turning up, and not letting Jesse twist their answers around.
I don't even want to, after her saying that stupid shit, and it's women.
She was going ham, though.
And it's women that support that shit. Now, tell me, what is a slut? Because I seen women call other women sluts. What is a slut, AC?
I don't know the formal term, but I mean, I would think that a slut is someone who just pretty much is sexually liberated with their body. Period. Like they're
break it down in layman's.
Basically, they're gonna do what they want to do with their body sexually, and no fucks are gonna be given.
Sleep with however many people they want to.
I mean, sleep with or not sleep with however many people they want to. Like, no fucks are going to be given when it comes to what they want to do. Like you saw how Amber Rose got that slut box shit going on right now.
Slut walk trash, yeah.
You know, it's a movement. I don't necessarily condone that shit. I don't like the word slut. It's very derogatory.
I'm pretty sure she getting bread off of that shit.
I don't like the slut word.
And that shit is for money.
And y'all know I'm with the fuckery, but the word slut is a word I don't.
The word slut, hoe, whatever, prostitute, cool like all that shit, it comes under the same thing because it's male sluts. Let's not just say it. Let's not just say it's all women. It's sluts, like you said. Your PA's a slut.
But I will say that her little energy and her little vibe or whatever, I think is something to kind of like, I think it's kind of interesting,
This is a future bulldagger or a future lesbian. She's going to play. If she's not playing on the team already, she's most definitely on the other team.
Oh wow.
Meaning, and wait before one more thing. I had got because y'all was talking about me saying the LGBT LMNOP shit, right? So at the college today, I took a picture. I'm trying to find a picture right now. I took a picture of the actual name of it. What is fucking picture at, man? Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. And I guess did I not take the picture? Ah, that's fucked up. Oh, here we go. Okay. So the proper word or lettering is, y'all ready for this? LGBTQQIAAPP plus.
Come on, bro.
What the fuck?
Bruh.
Let me repeat it again for y'all.
That wasn't even no letter at the end.
Let me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Bro,
What is going on, man?
LGBTQIAAPP plus. It means
that shit sound like a riddle.
It means lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, questioning, intersex, asexual, allied, pansexual, polysexual, etc. Questioning. Question is a sexuality now. Yo,
that shit is getting out of control, my nigga.
Yo, questioning is a sexuality now. Wow, that's nuts. Well, on that note, that's crazy. Oh God.
It's like, yeah, what else can we find?
All right. Well, yeah, we went over 11 minutes. I feel like whenever a show is going good, like I won't stop because we could do 3 hours. But whenever a show is dope, I won't stop. I'll let it keep going because it's good content. Plus, we had a special guest. We had Rahim up in this
Rahim.
joint.
Yes, sir.
Come to
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yes, sir.
Completely Honest podcast. Hey, when you think the completely honest podcast is gonna jump?
Hey man, stop telling our business on here.
Okay, well, in that note,
no, I'm fucking with
Are you fucking kidding me?
Niggas gonna be hoes. I think tonight was dope. I liked
it. Really was.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked it. AC was trying to shit on my rant. I got my.
It's not. I gotta balance you out. That's why we're a fucking great team.
The yin and yang.
Exactly.
You do make me better.
That's my job. It's like almost like a marriage, except I don't have to fucking deal with the bullshit.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, that's funny as fuck. What it say? Ben, I need that faith for you saying Biggie was overrated.
When did you say that?
Uh-oh.
Wait, hold on.
Did I miss that?
All right, y'all, man. We appreciate it.
Wait, did I miss something?
Hey, I didn't hear that. What's going on?
I don't know what you're
Hey, you
talking
been
about.
saying some reckless shit.
Oh, wait,
though,
look.
man.
You wasn't here when I said it, so I got the full correct LGBT situation.
Okay.
LGBTQQIAAPP plus. Which means lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, questioning, intersex, asexual, allied, pansexual, polysexual, and etc.
Plus.
The plus, that's the plus. That's what the plus mean, huh?
Wow.
I think that's just making room for everything else that's gonna come.
Well, at least I know I fit in somewhere in that equation.
Hey, I also said
them letters.
I said Biggie. I'll just say Biggie. When it came to him being like the great or GOAT, I feel like he didn't have enough body of work. That's all I was saying.
Okay. You know what? It's funny you said that because we were having that debate about Aaliyah last week, but we'll save that for next week's episode.
Yeah, we'll save it, man.
Yeah.
So me being ready, AC, Demis, and our guest tonight, Rahim Malik. We are up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all for listening. We gone.
Peace.
Yo.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?